Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to my 2017-18 Stanley Cup Finals replay in Strat-O-Matic hockey. We are back here at T-Mobile Arena for Game 5 in this series. The Vegas Golden Knights hold a 3-1 lead over the Washington Capitals, and the Stanley Cup is in the building tonight. So the question is, can Vegas claim the cup tonight? In order to find out, we are switching back to basic for this game. You may notice a couple different things. First of all, it might be a little bit hard to see, but there is a change in net for Washington tonight, as after getting peppered in Game 4, Washington is going to turn to their backup, Philip Grubauer, to try to keep this series going. As we see, 5 and 6s remain bad numbers if you're a Capitals fan. The other thing you might be noticing is I'm playing around with a new layout. So I went out and bought a bunch of business card holders today to see about standing the cards upright, hopefully cutting down on glare. It seems like it's cutting down on glare except on either side of the board over here, or on either side of the layout. But honestly, I think I'm not sure how much I'm liking this layout. You guys can weigh in the chat on what you think of the layout. But I'm also adding in some color-coded dice to help me keep straight who defends whom, if that makes sense. So when a card says lose to opponent, so say for instance Ovechkin has the puck and a card says lose to opponent, I would know it goes over to Smith by the colored. I'd use the colored die to find, okay, Smith is the opponent there. We might try this for a period, but I expect we're going to go back to I have a feeling we're going to go back to laying everything flat real quick. And Higher Ground Gaming is first to join us here at T-Mobile Arena. Just explaining the new layout that I'm going through rather than using the more traditional flat board, which is actually a newer board, which is actually an older style board that I picked up as part of my trip up to Noble Night Games yesterday, which is only about a couple hours away from me. So we're going to try out a new layout tonight. Like I said, I'll try it for a period, but I have a feeling I'm going back to the old layout and nothing flat. So actually, I do want a pen in here so I can record the results from tonight's game. So let me go get that, and then we'll be all set to drop the puck. Had to go in my pocket to grab into my jeans pocket to grab a pen. Normally I keep a pen close to me, but apparently I didn't this time. So with that in mind, I think we're all set. I'm going to move the this is the problem I'm having with playing with a new layout, having to change things around. But I think we're all set. So let's get to our opening face-off. That'll be a 16. That should be a visitor win. Over to the visiting right defenseman. So that's over to Carlson. That's another problem that I see having with this layout, is having to reach over everything. And we are off. So we're on basic. Opponent defense 13. Opponent defense is Schmidt. And Schmidt will take away the puck. Yeah, I think we're going back to the flat layout after that. Opponent defense 12. Carlson will take away the puck. So Carlson with it now. Carlson looking at passing K. That'll be an inside shot for the center. So that'll come up to Kuznetsov for an inside shot. That's an 8 on an inside shot. That'll be a save and a rebound chance. And that'll be offensive right defenseman. If the offense rating is 2 or more, it is. So that'll be a rebound shot for Carlson. That's an 8 on a rebound shot. That's a save and another rebound. A defensive left defenseman. That'll go over to Schmidt with that one, as Fleury is tested early, and he proves equal to the task. Fleury will check the opposing defensive penalty rating, It's a D. Carlson will take the puck away with an outside shot only. Carlson is going to let one fly from the point. And oh, that's a 6. And from an outside shot, that'll be a save and over to Carlson. Carlson with it. Let's go to the right deck, Phoenix. Passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Marchessault. Marchessault will let that one fly from the slot. That's a 9. That'll be a save and over to the defensive left wing. Over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin with it. Losing the puck. Outside shot for the opponent. So that'll be over to Smith for an outside shot. He'll let that one fly from the point. That's a 4. Save and over to Kuznetsov. That's going to drive me nuts. Kuznetsov. Carlson is a penalty rating of a D. He'll take that away. Carlson will have an outside shot only. That's a 5 and an out. Uh-oh. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 and 6 are bad numbers. That's a 4, and that'll be smothered for a face-off. And actually, this layout is driving me nuts. So bear with me a minute. I'm already having problems with it. I already hate it. So we're going to switch back to laying everything down flat. I wanted to try something new to cut down on. I should use the Stanley Cup as a dice cup. I'd have to be able to find like a replica Stanley Cup that I could use, but the problem is there's no lid. There's no lid for it. So it's a tempting idea, but just not feasible because I don't have a Stanley Cup replica that I could use for it. Doug Sessoms now joins us here at T-Mobile Arena. I'm actually enjoying Strat hockey so far. Of the 3 hockey simulators I've played, I started off by saying that Strat was the one I hated the least, but I'm actually really enjoying it. It's got a flow that I really like, even if I can't seem to get out of my own way with advanced sometimes. I never thought I was going to be really going anywhere above advanced anyway, so that's actually kind of helpful as well. There are my defensemen. And here you can see all of the business card holders that I was picking up to try to help me out with standing this game up, but it's just too much of a logistical nightmare for me to make it work. Maybe I'll leave 2 here because I could probably stand the goalies up so I can at least see them. That's an idea I'm not completely chilly to. So, and maybe for the team stands as well on the scoreboards. So let me see what I think. Well, let's lay everybody else out. Let's go back to the normal layout, and I'll see what I think of that idea. So bear with me while I revert back to the normal layout. We'll see what I think about also standing up the goalie cards, because it's possible I may turn hostile to that idea as well. Carlson is not in possession of the puck right now. I just need somewhere to put the puck block so it's out of my way as we're reverting back to the old layout. Left defenseman. I'll stand Grubauer up there. Ovechkin. Left wing is going to go there. Right defenseman goes... Left defenseman is over here. Right defenseman, center. Right wing. Okay. Let's see how that looks with being able to see the goalies. Actually, I think that's going to work beautifully. Now I want to bring the dice tower back in shot. So I think that's all going to move over to the left. Let's see, can we get the tower in? Let's see if I can move the camera just a little bit. Easy does it. And we move it. I don't want to move it back too far. Sorry, I'm still playing around with this to get it just to where I want it to be. I do like the idea of standing the goalie cards up, though. So I think what we're going to do here is we'll bring the action cards down. We'll bring the split cards down. We'll put... If I bring the logos back, if I bring the logos directly under the scoreboards, you guys can still see the scores, and I should still be... I may have to bring them around the logos a little bit, but there's plenty of flexibility to do that on the card, so that should be fine. I can bring the series scores to the inside, and then I can put the tower up there. I think that'll work. I think I like that layout a lot better. Plus, it lets me see the opponents a lot more clearly. So, sorry for the technical delay in getting everything reset. That's just what happens occasionally when you're live streaming. You try something new, you hate it, and you go back to the old layout. So we're back here for a face-off between Kuznetsov and Carlson. That'll be a 14. That should be a visitor win. Visitor right wing. So that'll be over to Wilson, and we'll be off and running again. Wilson looking at the opponent's penalty rating. Marchessault is a C. He's going to go off on a hooking call. Vegas trying to win the cup, and Marchessault seems to be saying, not so fast. That's a first period penalty for the Golden Knights, who once again have a chance to win the cup here tonight. We'll get a split rating for the power play Washington's going to have. That's an 18. And if there are 2 or more 4-rated defensive players, there are. So 2 or more 4 defensive rated players. First, we'll have an outside shot for the center. So an outside shot for Kuznetsov. That's a 5. That'll be a save. Then we have an outside shot for the left defenseman. So Orpik with an outside shot. 8 is going to be a save and a rebound, except we ignore that in basic. And then an inside shot for the left defenseman. Inside shot over to Orpik again. 7 is going to be lose to defensive center, and that will end the penalty very uneventfully for the Capitals. We'll flip over 2 cards to account for the power play. And then look at that, we have a forwards line change. So bear with me while we get the forwards changed out. We'll see the second lines coming out for both teams here. I just put the center on the left wing stack. Because once again, I am brilliant, but I did at least get the correct left wing out. Okay. I think we are all set there to bring the teams back to the right of Fleury, and we'll have our next face-off. That's an 11 on the face-off. That'll be going to home any player. They'll give that one to Miller, and we'll be off and running. Miller, looking at the opposing penalty rating, is a D. Orpik will take the puck away. He'll have an outside shot only. That's a 6. He'll lose that to the defensive right wing. So over to Neal. James Neal with the puck. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Vrana. Vrana's going to let that one fly from the point. That's a 9. He'll lose that over to Perron. Perron with the puck. Outside shot for the right wing. That will be Neal. He's a 1-13. He'll try to penetrate. That's a 19. And that will be Backstrom with the puck. Backstrom with an inside shot for any player. He'll give that one to Vrana on an inside shot. ID Jester now joins us here at T-Mobile Arena. Just in time for Vrana to have an inside shot for the Capitals. That's a 3 on an inside shot. Save and over to Schmidt. Schmidt with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Orpik. Orpik will take the outside shot. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound chance. Offense, any player with offense rating 4. Backstrom has an offense rating 4. He'll take the rebound shot. That's a 12 on a rebound. Save and over to the right defenseman, over to Miller. We'll have a defensive line change coming up here, though. The Capitals are clearly feeling the pressure because they're trying to put the pressure on the Golden Knights, but Fleury so far proving to be equal to the task tonight. That will be Engeland coming onto the ice with the puck. Engeland with it for the Golden Knights. Loses the puck. Outside shot for Oshie. Oshie will take the outside shot. That's Boxcars. That would be a goal plus on the power play. But instead, it's going to be a save, and Fleury will smother that one for a face-off. Still scoreless here in the first period, somewhat surprisingly. Must-win game for the Capitals. You are very much correct on that one, Jester. The Cup is in the building tonight. Vegas wins, they skate with it. Caps win, we cross the country for Game 6 tomorrow. We know the Capitals are going home, but we don't know if the Golden Knights are going with them yet. As here's our next face-off. That'll be a 3, and that's over to the home left defenseman. So we're over to Theodore with that one. Theodore has the puck, passing L. That'll be an inside shot for Neal. Neal's going to let that one fly from the slot, finding a seam in the Capitals' defense. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound chance. Rebound defense, any player with a defense rating 2 or more. Vrana will pick that one up. He was the first one I saw there. Opponent defense 14. Vrana will have an outside shot. He will take it. That's a 7. Save and over to Perron. Perron with the puck. Opponent defense 14. That is Oshie. Perron will have an outside shot. He will let it fly. That's an outside shot for Perron. 7. Save and over to Niskanen. Niskanen with the puck. Opponent defense 14. That'll be an outside shot for Niskanen. He will let that one go from the point. That's a 9. Save and over to the defensive left wing, over to Perron. Except we have a forwards line change. This third line has done a surprising amount of damage for Vegas in this series. Right, that'll be the left defenseman with it once we finish getting line changes done. So that will be Theodore with the puck. Theodore with it coming out of the gate. Possible breakaway. Left defenseman, if breakaway penetration is 4, it is not. Niskanen will take that one away. Theodore tried to take up, but Niskanen said, you're not going anywhere with that one. Opposing defense penalty rating is a D for Theodore. He will take the puck away, have an outside shot only. Theodore will let that one go from the point. That's a 9. Save and over to Eller. Eller with the puck. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Howla. Howla will try to penetrate. He's a 1-13. That's a 7. Howla will have an inside shot. That's a 9. That's a goalie plus rating. So instead, Newt Grubauer will freeze that one for a face-off. Vegas now starting to turn the pressure a little bit on Washington, but let's see what happens as we're to the right of Grubauer. That's a 12. That should be a visitor win, visitor any player. So the Capitals will give that one over to Connolly and will be off and running. Outside shot for the center over to Eller. He will take the outside shot. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are bad numbers if you're Golden Knights fans. That's a 5. It's a goal on a 1-16 and score! Lars Eller puts the Capitals up by a score of 1-0 in this must-win Game 5 for the Capitals. Arena groans. Ugh. We'll get our assists here in a second. That will be any player 7, no. Left wing 2, Connolly, yes. Eller scored. Right wing 5, no. So that'll be Eller from Connolly and Orlov. And Washington gets on the board first. That is what you want to see if you're a Capitals fan. Conflict Board Gaming now joins us here at T-Mobile Arena, as we're getting set for our next face-off, as the Caps are in a do-or-die situation tonight. That'll be an 8 on the face-off. Higher Ground Gaming just played some Strat PC hockey a couple days ago from 2018-19. Had to email Strat and reset 8 codes for the 4 major sports on your laptop. Yowza. That sounds like fun. That was an 8 on the faceoff, so that'll be home right defenseman. That'll be over to Engeland with the puck. Engeland, opposing defensive players' penalty rating. Looks like Orlov's going off on a 2-minute penalty now for roughing. Oop. As I jarred the cable, let me make sure I've still got signal. Okay. I know when I was using my main recording camera as my stream camera briefly, I would sometimes jar the camera and lose signal. So I tend to be very sensitive to that. So Orlov going off for roughing. We'll grab the joyous fun, I'm sure, on either one. So we'll flip over the 2 cards for the power play. Then we'll flip over a split card, get a rating of a 9. If the left wing defense is a 4, Connolly is a 1. That'll be an inside shot for the center and a rebound shot for the right wing. So I'll have an inside shot for Howla first. That's a 12. That'll be a save. And then a rebound shot for the right wing. So Tatar has a rebound shot. That's a 7, and that'll be a save. And the Golden Knights cannot take advantage of a power play to get this game tied. Score remains 1-0 in favor of the Capitals. Here's our split rating on the faceoff. That's a 16. And that will be visitor right defense. So that'll be over to Niskanen. Niskanen skating with the puck with only a little bit of time left in the first period. Losing the puck. Outside. Theodore will take that one away, have an outside shot. He will take the outside shot. He'll let that one go from the point. That's an 8. Save and a rebound chance. A rebound offensive center. Howla with a rebound shot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 and 6 are bad numbers. And that's a 4. Grubauer will smother that one for a face-off. It sent Higher Ground back to the 1980s technology-wise. I'm sure you're delighted by that. We've only got 2 cards left in the first period. Our face-off rating is a 13. That'll be a visitor left wing, so that'll go over. What the? Why do I have... Oh, should be Smith-Pelly. Oh, I think I did that all wrong. So Smith-Pelly should have been on the ice for Washington. Where was I? Oh, yes. 13 is going to the visitor left wing. That'll be over to Connolly. 2 cards left in the first period. Connolly, passing L, is going to lose the puck to Howla. Howla with it. Opponent defense 14. Outside shot for Howla. He will let that one go. As much as he doesn't want to risk trying to penetrate and lose the shot, so he's going to let that one go. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. Once again, 5 and 6 are bad numbers. That's an 11. Save over to either defenseman, and that's the end of the first period. Washington picking up the only goal of the period to lead 1-0. Strat is archaic when it comes to PC gaming. Well, good thing I don't play Strat games on either of my computers, either my desktop or my laptop. Shots seem to be about even, but the only place where it counts is on the scoreboard, and that's where Washington has the 1-0 lead right now as we head into the first intermission. Very much a must-win game tonight for Washington. Once again, Vegas wins, they skate the cup. Washington wins, we cross the country for Game 6 tomorrow night. I think Vegas is a little bit sick of all this cross-country travel. But if it means the cup, the Capitals are willing to make 2 more trips across the country. If we need Game 6, that'll be tomorrow night, which will then make Game 7 Monday night. If the Golden Knights clinch the cup, we'll have to find another evening project here in December during Advent of the Phoenix. And I'm sure I can come up with something, no problem. Considering I've got all kinds of RPG books in my library now, and I just picked up some new stuff. And if you missed my unpacking my Noble Knight goodies from yesterday, actually I showed off what I got yesterday after Game 4 to make up for what ended up being a disastrous stream, but I unpacked everything that I got earlier today, so go check that stream out if you want. Also, that's where I cracked today's entry for the Advent calendar that we've been doing all month. Just rambling here a little bit while I get everything set up for the second period. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Defensemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stream so far has been good. No issues. Did I do something different tonight? No, that's the thing. I didn't really do anything different over what I do on a typical night. It's actually kind of annoying because if I was doing something, I was like, oh, I had problems. Then I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to do this thing. Then if I have no problems, I know, okay, we're not going to do this. But no, I really don't have anything that's been different. The one thing I am going to do here, though, is I'm getting warm again, so I'm going to crack the window open It's windy, but it's supposed to be a nice night. You're surprised Wisconsin doesn't have an NHL team. I don't know if I'm that surprised. I mean, we do have the Blackhawks, probably like, at least where I am, we have the Blackhawks probably an hour or two away from us, I think. Chicago is not that inaccessible to people, especially on this side of the state. Plus, anybody on the other side of the state has access to the Wild. And of course, the Red Wings are just over Lake Michigan. So probably not all that surprising that that Wisconsin doesn't have a hockey team. But let's get our face-off for the second period as everything's all set. That'll be a 17. That's almost certainly a visitor win. Yep, that'll be a visiting win over to the defensive left wing, or the visiting left wing. Excuse me. That is Ovechkin with the puck, and we are off for the second period. Ovechkin will lose the puck. Outside shot for the right defenseman. That's Miller. He will take the outside shot. That's an 11. Save and over to Carlson. Carlson with the puck for the Capitals. And he'll look at the penalty rating, the opposing defensive player's penalty rating. Schmidt will take that away. He'll have an outside shot only. Schmidt's going to let that one go from the point. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. Again, 5 and 6 are bad numbers if you're a Capitals fan. That's a 7. Save, and he'll give that over to Carlson. Carlson with it now. And opposing defensive player's penalty rating. Schmidt will once again take that away and have another outside shot. Schmidt trying to get the Golden Knights on the board with an outside shot. That's a 3. That'll be a save and over to Orpik. Orpik with it now. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Smith. Smith will try to penetrate. He will get inside. He'll have an inside shot in the slot. He finds the seam in the Capitals' defense. A 5 is going to be a save and over to Wilson. Wilson with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Marchessault. Marchessault will try to penetrate. He's a 10. That'll be an inside shot for Marchessault. That's a 7 on an inside shot. Save and over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov passing Jay. That'll be an inside shot for Wilson. Kuznetsov manages to find a seam with a great pass. YouTube banned you from commenting for 24 hours because you said something naughty. Well, that's unfortunate conflict. Hopefully it wasn't on one of my videos. Wilson with the inside shot. That's a 9. That'll be a save and over to Smith. Smith with it. He'll lose the puck. Uh-oh. Outside shot for Ovechkin. Ovechkin will try to penetrate. He will not penetrate. Smith will take that one away. Smith with it. Passing L. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Carlson on an inside shot. Carlson will let that one go in the slot. That's a 9. He'll lose that over to Carlson. Carlson with it now. Inside shot for any player. He's going to give that straight to Ovechkin. Ovechkin with an inside shot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are bad numbers. That's a 3. Save and over to any defensive player. He'll give that to Schmidt. Schmidt with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Carlson. Carlson's going to steal that one and take it in, let it go from the point. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. Fleury's got to come up with another one, and that'll be smothered for a faceoff. Fleury will just catch that one, and rather than a funny rebound, he'll hang on to it for a faceoff. And we'll get our first forwards line change of the second period. If anyone would get banned, you'd think Jester. I mean, probably. Washington managing to stay in something resembling control of this game. But let's get our next face-off. That'll be a 1. That should almost certainly be a home win. Yep, that'll be a home win over to Perron. Perron coming out of the face-off with it. That'll be an outside shot for Aiken. Aiken will take the outside shot. He's going to let that one, whoop. That knocked over my action deck. He'll let that one go from the point with one of the defensemen harassing him. That's an 11. That'll be a save and over to Vrana. Vrana with it. That'll be an outside shot for the right wing. So over to Oshie with an outside shot. He will not try to penetrate. That's an 11. That's a goalie plus rating, except Fleury's going to smother that one for a face-off. Am I using the new hardcore board tonight? Yes, I am using the new hard board that I got from the other copy of Noble Knight, or from Noble Knight. And it was weird too, because that copy was supposed to have the 2008-9 teams for Strat Hockey, but it turned out to be 2009-10 when I cracked it open. So let's see. Ben didn't come from this channel. Glad to hear that. Higher Ground Gaming thinks it would be a game designer reporting him for not liking their game on Jester's judgment. And Jester's cool. Yes, he is. And we've got our next face-off. That's a 1. That'll be a home team win. Back over to Perron. Perron with it. Opponent defense 14. That'll be an outside shot for Perron. Perron will let that one go. On a 9, save and over to Oshie. Oshie with the puck. He'll lose the puck. Possible breakaway. That is the left wing. Perron has gotten through. Perron is rushing in on Grubauer. He's all alone. And 8. It's going to be a save and a rebound chance. Offensive left defenseman. If offense rating is 2, it is for Schmidt. He's going to follow that rebound in. And let's see what Schmidt can do with the rebound. That's an 8. Another rebound chance. Offensive right defenseman. If offense rating is 2, it is for Miller. Now he's got an offensive rebound shot. That's a 6. He'll lose that over to Oshie. So the rebound sequence ends for the Golden Knights. Passing L for Oshie. And that'll be an inside shot for anybody. He'll give that one to Backstrom on an inside shot. Backstrom is going to let that one go from the slot on a one-timer. That's Boxcars. That would be a goalie plus rating, but Fleury is going to smother that one for the face-off. And we'll have a defensive line change before our next face-off. As Capitals fans are starting to look for tickets to Capital One Arena for Game 6. But there is a lot of Game 5 to play yet. Face-off will come to the left of Grubauer. We'll see what happens with the face-off. 9 should be an offense. There should be a home team win. That will be, and that'll be over to the left wing. So over to Perron. Perron looking at passing L. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He will give that one to. He'll give that one to Neil on an inside shot. Neil finds a seam, and he's going to let that one go from the slot. That's a 6. That'll be a save and over to Niskanen. Niskanen taking the puck. Opposing defensive rating. Theodore is going to go off for 2 minutes for slashing. It is indeed far from over. It is very much anybody's game. We saw the Golden Knights jump out on. The Golden Knights jump out on poor Braden Holtby last night. So yes, it is very much still anybody's game. Theodore gets flipped over. We'll flip over 2 cards for the power play. And then we'll see what kind of a power play the Capitals are going to have. That's an 11. Right wing is a defense rating of 2. So that'll be an outside shot for the left defenseman. That'll be Orlov first up with an outside shot. He's going to let that one go from the point. That'll be a 10. Lose to any defensive player, so that's it for him. outside shot for the left wing. So that'll be an outside shot for Vrana. That's an 8, saving a rebound, but that gets ignored. And last up, we have an inside shot for Backstrom. Conflict's brother went to the Pens game tonight. Nice. And now you're here at the Knights Capitals game, even though this is from 6 years ago and in some random YouTuber's game room. Anyway, we're looking at an inside shot for Backstrom. That's a 10 on an inside shot. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. Fleury's got to come up with a big power play stop, and 7 is just barely going to get enough of the blocker on it. But that one will come up, but the Capitals will come up empty on that power play. Arena cheers. Yay! And our next face-off, that'll be a home team win to the left of Fleury. Home left defenseman, actually, so that'll be over to Theodore. Theodore with the puck. Lose the puck, outside shot for Niskanen. Niskanen's going to let that one go from the point. That's a 3. That'll be a save back to Theodore. We'll have a forwards line change before we have the next action. As we are very much past the halfway point of the second period. Yep. Pens in Toronto tonight would be a great game to see. Definitely a great historical game, too, depending on which era of each team you catch. All right, coming back to business here. You get season tickets each year. Nice. Theodore with the puck. Losing the puck. Outside shot for Niskanen. Niskanen will let that one go from the point. That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to Howla. Howla with the puck. Opponent defense 13. That'll be an outside shot for Howla. He will try to penetrate on a 1-13. That's a 20. Eller will take the puck away. Eller with it. Opponent defense 14. Outside shot for Eller. Eller will take the outside shot. That's a boxcars. That'll be lost over to Theodore. Theodore with it. Opponent defense 13. Niskanen will take the puck away. Niskanen skating with it. Opponent defense 13. That'll be an outside shot for Niskanen. He's going to let that one go from the point. That's a 9 on an outside shot. That'll be a save and over to Took. Took with it. Outside shot for any player. He's going to give that to Tatar. Tatar's then going to try to penetrate. He will get inside for an inside shot. Manages to slip through. That's a 9 on an inside shot. That'll be a save and over to Connolly. Connolly's got it. Passing Jay. That'll be an inside shot for Eller. Connolly with a great pass. Finds a seam and Eller lets that one go on a one-timer. That's a boxcars. He'll lose that back to Tatar. Tatar with the puck. Passing K. He'll lose the puck over to Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly passing L. Lose the puck to any player. He'll lose that to Took. Took with it. Outside shot for the left wing. Took will take that himself. He will try to penetrate. That's a 14. He won't get inside. Bang! That's the end of the second period. A lot of action in that period, but Washington still holding on to a razor-thin 1-0 lead. But let's remember, if the goal horn sounds and that's still our score tonight, then we will have Game 6 tomorrow night over at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Bruins had a great come from behind victory 4-3 in overtime from being down 3-1 in the third to the Flyers. Was that tonight's game by chance, or something historical? Probably tonight's game. tonight's game. That's kind of what I figured. The end of period horn is getting weaker and weaker. Yes, I know. It's losing its luster. Someone should warm it up and get it working better. Maybe I just need to buy like an actual air horn or something, but I don't really... It's kind of a balancing act where... It's kind of a balancing act, too, where I don't want to be that loud neighbor, but on the same token, an air horn would probably just blast you guys out in whether you guys are watching the video. I've considered finding some of the... I've actually just downloaded a file from one of the Strat Hockey sites that's got all the teams' goal horns, but I'm almost certain that would get hit with copy. I'm almost certain a stream that uses that would get hit with copyright and nothing flat. So maybe I'll try to find like a generic goal horn sound or something. You know, I could almost use the bell similar to what I do for boxing, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to do the... I don't know if it's necessarily going to be as atmospheric. It might take you guys out of the moment of being like, wait a second, why is he using a bell? We're not at a boxing match. Although some of the hockey games that have gone on historically, you might think with some of those you're at a boxing match. Just get an air horn and blast it. Maybe I'll look into it. But again, my thing is, I don't want to blast you guys out especially if you're wearing headphones, and I don't want anybody knocking on my door going, what the hell is that? Because you have to remember, I do live in an apartment, and I have to pretend, at least with my neighbors, I have redeeming qualities. Could use the Columbus Blue Jackets. They use a cannon at each goal. That's an option. But like I said, maybe I'll look into something, see what I can come up with. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We are just about all set. Scoreboard has been updated. And now we are set for the third period of this Game 5. Must win for Washington. We know Washington's going home after this game. If they win, the Golden Knights are going with them. If not, this replay is over. Our first face-off is in 18. That'll be a visiting win easily. Over to Ovechkin. Not a name you want to hear getting the puck at the start of the period. Ovechkin will lose the puck, though. Outside shot for Carlson. Carlson will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot out of that. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound chance. Offensive right defenseman Miller with the rebound shot. That's a 9. That'll be a save and over to Wilson. Wilson coming out with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot from Marchessault. Marchessault will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot out of that. When Washington won their game, what was the score? They won it 2-0, so they won in a shutout. But it was also Holtby in goal, whereas Grubauer's in net tonight. And now Marchessault is about to have an inside shot. On a 10, that's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 and 6 are bad numbers for Caps fans. That's a 7, save, and that'll go over to Carlson. Carlson with the puck, passing L. That'll be an inside shot for Wilson. Wilson's going to let that one fly on the inside shot. That's a 6. He'll lose that over to Carlson. Carlson losing the puck. Outside shot for Ovechkin. Ovechkin is going to try to penetrate. He will. He'll get an inside shot. He slips through, and he'll take a shot from the slot. That's an 11. That's a goal plus on a 1 to 6, but because it's a plus, Fleury's instead going to smother that one. Took a funny bounce on the way in, and Fleury's going to eat that one for a face-off. Golden Knights trying to keep the Capitals out of the net. Next face-off is going to be a 10. That should be a home win. Yep, that'll go over to the right wing. So that'll go over to Smith for the Golden Knights. Smith looking at passing L. Inside shot for anybody. He's going to give that to... He'll give that to Marchessault on an inside shot. That is a great pass by Smith. That's a 7. That'll be a save and picked up by Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, opponent defense 13. Carlson will take that one away. Carlson, looking at penalty rating. Kuznetsov is going to go off for 2 minutes for roughing. And the Golden Knights are going to take an early power play in this period. Flip over 2 cards, and we'll see what the split. We'll see what the split is for. Knock it off, laptop touchpad. We'll see what the split is for Vegas's power play. That is a 16. Let's see, 16. If all 4 rated defense players for the shorthanded. They are not, so no shots. Vegas can't get anything going on their power play. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-off is a 17. That will be over to Ovechkin, and we are off and running once again. Ovechkin with a possible breakaway. Right wing, if the breakaway penetration rating is 4, it is not. Marchessault will take that one away, but we'll have a forwards line change. Vegas has had their chances, but they can't make this one happen. Good night, fellas. Leaving this play on so I can listen as I fall asleep. Well, have a nice sleep conflict, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another bit, what should be another busy day on the channel. And that is going to start right away in the morning. It won't be sports we're doing, though. I'll let you know right now that tomorrow morning I will be streaming the second leg of Christmas in Arkham as I play Arkham Horror 2nd Edition on TTS. I did find a module that I'm going to try out in TTS. Perron coming out with the puck. Looking at the home's opposing defensive penalty rating, Oshie will go off for 2 minutes as well. He'll go off for hooking. Washington taking some silly penalties. This is the last thing they want to be doing. They do not want to be trying to let Vegas back into this game. We'll flip over 2 cards for the power play. And let's see what kind of power play the Golden Knights are going to have. That's a 4. If right D is a 2 or more offense rate or defense rating, he is a 3. So that'll be an outside shot for the left defenseman. First up, that'll be over to Schmidt for an outside shot. Let me know how the module is for Arkham 2nd Edition in case you don't have it. You probably don't, because it's actually off of a website called Nexus Mods. I'll have to leave the link for that tomorrow, or you can stop by tomorrow morning and check out the stream for yourself. Where was I? Oh, yes. Outside shot for Schmidt. That's a 4. That would be lost to the defensive left wing, so nothing there. Outside shot for the right defenseman. Now Miller with an outside shot. That's an 8. Saving a rebound, but that gets ignored as well. Outside shot for the left wing. That'll be Perron with an outside shot. Yes. Oh, wait. That was a 4 on the power play. Yeah, outside shot for the left wing. Never mind. I do have that straight. A 5. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 and 6 are bad numbers. That's an 11. That'll be a save. And the last play on the power play is an inside shot for Aiken. Aiken is going to let that one go from the slot as the power play time is ticking away. There's 10 seconds left in the power play. That's a 5. That'll be a save, and the Capitals get out of trouble. Arena groans. Ugh. As we have our next face-off, that'll be a 19. That should be a visiting win. Yep, that will be over to the visiting left defenseman, so over to Orpik. Orpik with the puck. Opponent defense 12. Miller will take that one away. Miller will lose the puck and a possible breakaway. Left defenseman, if his breakaway penetration rating is 4, it is not. Miller will have the puck. Actually, the new right defenseman for Vegas will have the puck, because we have a defensive line change coming up. And that will be Engeland with it for Vegas once Washington gets their line, once they get their defensive pairing changed out. All right, that is Engeland with the puck, and he is looking at opponent defense 12. Orlov will take the puck away. Orlov looking at opponent defense 14. That'll be an outside shot for Orlov. He'll let that one go. That's a 7. That'll be lost over to Perron. Perron's got it for the Knights. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for the right defenseman. That's over to Niskanen. He's going to let that one go. That's a 3 on an outside shot. Save, and over to Theodore. Theodore with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Niskanen. Niskanen's going to let that one go from the point. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are still bad numbers. That's an 8. Save, and that'll go to any forward. He'll give that one to Neal. Neal with it. Opponent defense 13. That'll be an outside shot for Neal. He's going to try to penetrate. 1 to 13. That's a 1. Neal with an inside shot. That's a 6 on an inside shot. Save, and over to the right defenseman. And we have a forwards line change coming up. That is Niskanen with the puck. He went back behind Grubauer so the Capitals could finish their line change. Opponent defense 13. That'll be an outside shot for Niskanen. He's going to let that one fly from the point as he manages to gain the zone. 11 will be a save, and over to any player. That'll be over to Engeland with it. Engeland with the puck. Passing K. Inside shot for Howla. Howla's going to let this one go. He found a seam in the slot. Engeland managed to hit him with the pass, and here's the one-timer. That's a 10. Save, and over to Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly picks that one up. Outside shot for the left wing. That'll be Connolly. He's going to let the outside shot go. That's a 10. Lose that over to the defensive left wing. Over to Took. Took with it now. Opponent defense 13. That'll be an outside shot. Took will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot out of that. That's a 12. That would be a goal plus, but because we're at even strength, it'll be a save and a face-off. Grubauer will eat that one just to make sure nothing crazy happens here. Let's see. We have 6 cards left in the third period. Fleury is looking nervously at the bench, wondering if the coach is going to pull him. Let's see what happens on the face-off here. That'll be an 8. That should be a home win. That'll be over to the right defenseman. So that'll be over to Engeland with the puck. Engeland with an inside shot for any player. That's going over to Howla. Howla found another seam. He's going to let this one go on Grubauer. That's a 10. That's a save, and over to Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly picking that one up. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Right wing or the center if the breakaway penetration rating is 2 or more. Tatar is a 4. He gets away. He's He's coming in on Neubauer alone. Can he tie this game for the Golden Knights on a breakaway? That's a 7 save and over to Orlov. Orlov with it. That'll be opposing defensive penalty rating is a D, so Engelland takes that one away. He'll have an outside shot only. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 and 6 are bad numbers. That's a 7 save and over to Niskanen. That one will go. Capitals still in control. Passing J. That's an inside shot for Connolly. Connolly's going to let that one go from the slot. 4. He's going to lose that over to Howla. Howla with it as 2 cards are left. Possible breakaway. Left wing, if the breakaway penetration rating is 2. Took is a 4. He's off to the races. Took has got to put this one through for Vegas to get overtime. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a 4. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 or 6 are bad numbers. And an 11 save. And that'll go over to Niskanen. And the last card, lose the puck, outside shot for the left wing. Took has got a decision to make. He's going to try to penetrate. No, he's going to let this. He is going to try to penetrate. 1 to 13. He will get an inside shot out of this one. We have 10, 9, 8. Here's the shot, the inside shot from Took. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound chance. Offense, any player with an offensive rating 4. Tatar's going to pick that one up. Actually, no, they're going to give that one to Howla. Howla with the rebound shot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 and 6 are bad numbers. And that's a 5. Uh-oh! We've got high drama. If this is a 1 to 19, if the split card is a 1 to 19, we are going to overtime with 2 seconds left to go in the third period. If this is a 20, we are going back to Washington for game 6. Here's the split card and score! Eric Howla puts that one through with 2 seconds to go in the third period, and this game is tied at 1. Wow. Talk about high drama in that third period. The Vegas Golden Knights looked like we were headed for game 6. And instead, Howla takes a rebound from Tatar, and he will put that one home for the Golden Knights. Wow, wow, wow. We'll get an assist. Any player with a 9, no. Left defenseman 2, yes. So that'll be from Tatar and Theodore. And just like that, folks, we went from making plans for Game 6 tomorrow night to overtime because this game is not over yet. We need bonus hockey tonight. I cannot overstate the stakes of this next goal. Vegas, we know Washington's going across the state or going across the country either way. If the Capitals get the next goal, like your Celtics game today, overtime, indeed. If the Capitals get this next goal, the Golden Knights are going back across the country with the Capitals for Game 6 in this series. Vegas gets the next goal, they skate the cup, and this replay is over. Talk about your high drama plays. Wow. And I'm not even going to try my lousy goal horn after that one because I think the excitement more than made up for that. Whew. Just going to catch up with my phone real quick. Okay, nothing urgent there. Whew. It's been an exciting series. Nick's got a 3-pointer with 6 seconds left to tie at 115-115. Well, seems like a day of overtime action then. And the high drama continues here. Fleury holds the Golden Knights in the game, and the Golden Knights offense finally bails him out to get this to overtime. And we've got a high-stakes overtime coming up here. Capitals are up against the wall. Many people thought we were going back to Washington for Game 6. Vegas, however, has said, not so fast. We've still got the blindfold and the cigarette for you. The question is, do they get to put them on the Capitals? Or do the Capitals say, neener, neener, you can't catch me? Yes, I know, that was a terrible... I don't know if that was like an analogy or a reference, but I know that one was terrible. Alrighty then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defensemen. 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This game is not stopping until somebody scores again. And the way things have been going, goals have been at a premium tonight. Excuse me. I needed that. Throat was starting to get a little dry. And now we are all set coming out of the third period intermission. So we are all set to start overtime with the opening faceoff. That'll be a 12. That should be a visitor win. That'll be visitor any player. We'll give that one to Ovechkin, as Ovechkin will start overtime off by losing the puck and a possible breakaway. Right wing, if the penetration rating is a 4, Marchessault is a 4. He's going in on Grubauer. He's all alone. And here's the shot. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound chance. The Capitals have had a lot of problems with rebounds. Offense, any player with an offensive rating 2. Marchessault is going to take his own rebound as the die goes flying on me. Marchessault's got his rebound back. It came right back to him. That's a 9. That'll be a save and over to Carlson. Carlson with it. He'll lose the puck outside shot for William Karlsson. I realize I've got 2 Carlsons on the ice. William will try to penetrate. He won't get in. He'll lose that to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov will lose the puck outside shot for the opponent. Carlson's going to let that one go. Actually, he's going to try to penetrate again. He won't get in. Kuznetsov will take that one right back. Kuznetsov passing Jay. That'll be an inside shot for Wilson. Wilson finds a seam in the Vegas defense. He'll let that one go from the slot. That'll be an 8. Save and a rebound. Offensive right defenseman. Carlson with the rebound shot. Can Carlson put this one home? On a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. And he cannot put that one home. Fleury will smother that one for a faceoff. Fleury sprawls out. He's got that one somewhere under him. And the referee blows the whistle, and we've got a faceoff. So I think for a house rule, I like the idea of the referees swallowing the whistle in the third period. So if a penalty comes up, I'm going to add a D20 to the roll. So I'm going to add a D20 to the roll. If it comes up as a 20, the play was so obvious, they'll have to call it. If it comes up anything else, refs are going to swallow the whistle and let them play. So face-off will come to the right of Fleury with a 14. That'll be a win over to the right wing for the visitors, so over to Wilson. Wilson with it. That'll be passing L. He'll lose the puck over to Smith. Smith with it on a possible breakaway. Right defenseman, if the penetration rating is 2, it is. Miller's on his way in on Grubauer. What can he do with this breakaway? That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to Kuznetsov. Grubauer gets the blocker on it, and he'll get that over to Kuznetsov. Passing L. That'll be an inside shot. They're going to give that one to Ovechkin. Ovechkin's going to let this one go on a one-timer from the slot. That's boxcars. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. Fleury's got to come up with a big one, and he save, and that'll go over to Schmidt. Over to either defenseman. Arena cheers. Yay! But we get right back to it. Defense 14. John Carlson takes the puck away. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot from Marchessault. Marchessault will try to penetrate. 9. He will get an inside shot out of that. Marchessault finds the seam, slips the puck between Orpik's legs, and he'll take a shot from the slot. That's a 7. That'll be a save and over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov will actually send William Karlsson to the sin bin for 2 minutes for roughing. We'll get a forwards line change here in a second since I see that card. Actually, we were going to roll for a penalty. That's right. So let's roll for, we need the D20 for a penalty. And that is a 20, so William Karlsson will go off for the aforementioned roughing call. It was so blatant that the referees couldn't ignore it no matter how much they wanted to. We'll go ahead and do the forwards line change since it came after the whistle. But the Golden Knights will be without their center for the next two. Will be out without their center for this power play. I'll get the 2 cards for the power play, 2 action cards for the power play next. 1, 2. We'll see what kind of power play Washington's going to have. That's an 8. Defense rating for the left wing is a 2. So we'll start off with an outside shot for... Oh, we forgot to change Washington's center. And actually, we forgot to change their center and their left wing. Okay, as I was saying, that's an offense. That's an 8. Perron's defense rating is a 2. So we have an outside shot for Backstrom. Let's get the D20 out of there. We don't need that yet. That's a 7. That'll be a save. Then an outside shot for the right wing. That'll be over to Oshie with an outside shot. That's a 4. He'd lose that to the defensive right D. Then an inside shot for any player. They're going to give that to... Backstrom on an inside shot. Backstrom is going to let this one go from the slot. Except that's a 9. That'll be a save. So now the Golden Knights are back to full strength. And here we go with our next face-off of overtime. That'll be a 20. That'll be visitor right wing. So that'll be over to Oshie on the face-off. Oshie skating around with it. Possible breakaway. That's the center. If the breakaway penetration rating is 4, Backstrom is a breakaway of 4. He's rushing. He's coming in on Fleury alone. Fleury has got to play this one very carefully. Backstrom with boxcars. Save and over to Miller. Arena cheers. Yay! Opponent defense 12. Orpik 12. Orpik will take away the puck. Orpik will lose the puck. Outside shot for the left defenseman. That's over to Schmidt with an outside shot. He'll let that one fly from the point. That's a 6. That'll be a save and over to Backstrom, but we'll have a defensive line change coming up here. Both teams relatively even on chances here in this first overtime period. It's tied at 1. Vegas leads the series 3-1. Vegas scores, series is over. Washington scores, we go back across the country for game 6. That'll be tomorrow night. Backstrom with it. Passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Vrana. Vrana's going to let this one go from the slot. That's a 9. He'll lose that one over to Neal. Neal with it for the Knights. Passing L. Lose puck to the right wing. Back over to Oshie with it. Oshie. We'll look at the opponent's defensive penalty rating. Perron with a C. He'll have an outside shot only on this one. Perron is going to let this one go from the slot, or not from the slot, from the point. That's a 10. He'll lose that back. He'll lose that over to Vrana. Vrana with it now. Opponent defense 13. Outside shot for Vrana. Vrana's going to take the outside shot. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6. Bad numbers for Knights fans. And that's a 7. Save. And he'll give that over to Engeland. Engeland with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for the center. Backstrom will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot coming out of that. That's a 7 on an inside shot. Save and over to Theodore. And we've got a forwards line change. And Vegas's ever dangerous third line is coming out. Actually, I think it was Vegas's third line that tied the game. Tied the game with 2 seconds to go in the third period. Theodore with the puck now. Let's see what he can do with this one. Theodore, opponent defense 13. Niskanen will take that one away. Niskanen will lose the puck. Outside shot for Engeland. Engeland will let that one fly from the point. That's a 7. That'll be a save and over to Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly with the puck. Outside shot for the right wing. He will take that himself. He's just going to take the outside shot. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. Does he manage to put this one through and put the Capitals on the way back home for game 6? 9. No! Fleury will smother that one for a face-off. Fleury had to move around quite a bit in the net, but he will get to that one, keep that one out, and we will have a fresh face-off. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards left in our first overtime period. Face-off is going to be a 2. That'll be a win for Vegas. That's over to the home right wing, so that's over to Tatar. Tatar with the puck. Looking at the defensive penalty rating, Connolly is going to get called. Is going to get called for hooking. Let's see, Brett Connolly. Actually, hold on. Before we get called, I forgot my house rule. No, we're not going to get called. The referees are going to swallow the whistle and let them play on. So we'll just draw another action card. Passing K for Tatar. He'll lose the puck over to Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly with an outside shot for Eller. Eller will take the outside shot. That's a 5. Save and over to Howla. Howla with it now for the Golden Knights. Losing the puck. Outside shot for Orlov. Orlov will take the outside shot. That's an 8. Save and a rebound chance. Rebound, defensive right D. Engeland will take that puck away. Passing K will be an inside shot for Howla. Uh-oh. Howla's pretty good on the inside shot. Let's see. That's a 9, except Grubauer will get on top of that one, and that will be a fresh face-off. 2 cards left in this first overtime. Let's see what happens on the face-off. That's a 4, and we're going to the home right defenseman. So that's over to Engeland with it. Engeland skating with it. Outside shot for the left wing. For Took, he will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot. So Took finds his way into the seam in the slot. Took's going to let this one go from up close. That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to Eller. Eller will look at the opponent's defensive rating. It's a D for Howla. Howla with an outside shot only. That's a 6. That'll be a save and bang! That is the end of the first overtime period. Washington is determined not to go away quietly into that good night. Vegas is trying to land the death blow of this replay. We need more bonus hockey tonight. We have all of the drama tonight, folks. We have a last-second regulation goal by Vegas to get us to overtime, and now we're looking at our second overtime. Do not adjust your sets. We have got high drama. Still a high-stakes goal waiting. Still somebody looking to be a hero. Once again, we know the Capitals are crossing the country after this game. If they score, the Golden Knights are going with them. If the Knights score, the Capitals are going across the country alone. Because this series replay will be over. And I'll have to find a new evening project for this month of December. But again, I don't think that'll be a tough ask at all. Because all I have to do is look around in my apartment and I'm like, ooh, game I could play. Ooh, game I could play. And once again, tomorrow morning, we'll feature the second leg of Christmas in Arkham as we move back to a world I'm much more familiar with in the Cthulhu mythos for Arkham Horror 2nd Edition. Yogg-Sothoth currently holds the lead in Christmas in Arkham, 1-0. So Jenny, Carolyn, and Trish will A, have a replacement for poor Agnes, and B, be down 1-1. Per the rules of Arkham, however, for the rules of Christmas in Arkham, however, the replacement investigator will not be down 1-1. Because she wasn't in the game to see because the replacement wasn't in the game to see the loss. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defensemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Someone is just dying to be a hero tonight. Let's start another overtime and see if we can find out who. 7 will be a home win. That'll be over to the home left defenseman. So that'll be over to Schmidt. Schmidt will lead off our second overtime. Looking at opponent defense 12, John Carlson will take the puck away. Carlson looking at opponent defense 12, Schmidt will take it right back. Schmidt losing the puck, outside shot for Ovechkin. Ovechkin will try to penetrate. 1 to 13. He will get an inside shot. Ovechkin's marching in on Fleury. He's got a shot in the slot. That's an 8. That'll be a save and a rebound chance. Defense, any player with a defense rating of 4. Smith's got a rating of 4 for Vegas. He will take that one away and stop the rebound carnage. Outside shot for Carlson. Carlson will also try to penetrate. He will get inside. William Karlsson with an inside shot for Vegas. That's a 7. That'll be a save and over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin losing the puck. Outside shot for Karlsson. Karlsson will try to penetrate. He will. Karlsson with an inside shot. Karlsson on a snake eyes. That'll be a save and over to John Karlsson. John Karlsson with the puck. Opponent defense 12. Schmidt will take that one away. Schmidt, opponent defense 12. John Karlsson and Schmidt are going to play hot potato with the puck again. Karlsson passing Jay. That'll be an inside shot for Ovechkin. Bad words to hear if you're a Knights fan. Ovechkin with an inside shot. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are still bad numbers if you're Knights fans. Ovechkin trying to send the Capitals home for Game 6. 10. Fleury will smother that one for a face-off. Stadium cheers, or arena cheers. Yay! Face-off will move to the left of Fleury. Ovechkin talking to himself on that one. Actually, both teams are talking to themselves because they can't get it by the respective goalies. Our next face-off is going to be a 19. That'll be a visitor's win. Over to the left defenseman, that'll be over to Orpik. Orpik will start us off in play with Miller taking the puck away, having an outside shot only. Miller's going to let that one, is going to gain the zone and get that one off from the point. That's a 10. That'll be a save and over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin will have an outside shot for the right wing. That'll be Wilson. He will take the outside shot. These overtimes gave you a chance to set up a game of Sentinels. All good. We're just starting the second overtime. That's a 9 on an outside shot. That'll be a save and over to Marchessault. We're going to have a forwards line change. So the new left wing for Vegas will come out with the puck. High drama continues tonight here in Vegas. That'll be Perron with the puck once we get a new set of bodies out for Washington. Hopefully you guys are enjoying tonight's game with with high drama and a double overtime. Perron coming out with the puck. Passing Jay. That'll be an inside shot for Aiken. Aiken's going to let that one fly. He gets in, gets one from the slot. That's a 6. That'll be a save and over to Backstrom. Backstrom with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Aiken. Aiken's going to let that one go from the outside. That's a 7. He'll lose that back to Backstrom. Backstrom, opponent defense 13, will be an outside shot for Backstrom. Backstrom is going to try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot. Backstrom is going to let that one go from the slot. That's a 6. He'll lose that over to Miller. Miller will pick that up for the Knights. And checking the penalty rating, Orpik will take the puck away. Outside shot only for Orpik. Orpik with a 5. That'll be a save and back to Aiken. Aiken, outside shot for the right wing. That's over to Neal. Neal will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot. Neal finds another seam. He'll get into the slot, advance on Grubauer, and here comes the shot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 to 6. 5 and 6 are your bad numbers, and that's a 2. Save made by Grubauer. He'll give that one to Vrana, and we'll have a defensive line change. Arena groans. Ugh. That will be Vrana with the puck once we get back over to the action deck. And here we go. Inside shot for any player. Vrana's going to take that one. He's going to give that over to Backstrom for an inside shot. Backstrom will let that one go from the slot with a great pass. That's a 9. Save and over to Engeland. Engeland with it. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. That'll go, he'll give that over to Perron for an inside shot. Perron with an inside shot. That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to Niskanen. Niskanen picks that one up, passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Backstrom. Backstrom trying to be the hero tonight and get us into game 6. That's a 6. On Backstrom, he'll lose that over to Engeland. Engeland with it. Lose the puck and a possible breakaway for the left wing. That is Vrana. Vrana's moving in on Fleury alone. Vrana gets by everybody. He's alone. Here's the shot. 7 is a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are bad numbers. That's a 4. Fleury comes up with a huge glove save, and that will be and he'll keep that one for a face-off. Arena cheers. Yay! Neither team wanting to surrender this one. Face-off will be a 14. That will be a win for the visitor right wing. That'll go over to Oshie. Oshie with it. He will have an outside shot for Backstrom. Backstrom will try to penetrate. He will not penetrate. Aiken, or the new center, will take that one away as we have a forwards line change. That will be Howla with the puck once we get the Capitals reinforced with their third line. The way things are going, we may be in a position of needing more bonus hockey. Howla with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Eller. Eller's going to let that one go from the point. Eller with an 8. Save and a rebound. Defensive right defenseman. Engeland will pick that one up. Engeland, outside shot for the left wing. For Took, he will try to penetrate. Took with an inside shot. Took manages to find a seam. He's in on Grubauer. That's a 7. That'll be a save, and that'll go over to Connolly. Connolly with it. Outside shot. Connolly will take that one himself. He will just take the outside shot. Connolly lets that one go. That's a 3. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. Connolly now wants to be the hero, and he will not be the hero. That'll be a save, and that'll go over to Theodore. Theodore with the puck now. Opponent defense 14. Niskanen will take that one away. Niskanen will lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Left wing, if the breakaway penetration rating is 2. Took is a 4. He's alone on Grubauer. He's alone on a breakaway. He's gotten by everybody. He's onside. Here's the shot. 8 is a save and a rebound check. Offensive left defenseman. Theodore with the rebound. Theodore found the rebound. He's got control of it. That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to Eller. Eller, looking at the opponent penalty rating. Howla will take that away. He has an outside shot only. Howla. That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to Niskanen. Niskanen with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Tatar. Tatar will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot out of that one. Tatar advances and he fires. Boxcars would be a goal plus, except Grubauer is going to freeze that one for a face-off. Oh, wow. And our next face-off, that should be a home win to the right of Grubauer. Yep. That'll go over to the right defenseman. That'll go over to Engeland. Engeland passing K. Inside shot for Howla. Howla's going to let that one go. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound. Defensive left wing. If defense rating is 2, it's a 1. So Took instead will have a rebound shot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 and 6 are still bad numbers. That's a 7. Save, and he'll give that over to Orlov. Orlov with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Engeland. Engeland will let that one go from the point. That's a 6, losing that over to Orlov. Orlov, outside shot for anybody. That'll go to, they'll give that to Connolly. Connolly will take the outside shot. That's a 7, save and bang! Yes, I know my goal horns suck, but that is the end of the second overtime. And do you guys believe it? We need even more bonus hockey. Holy guacamole. You guys are hopefully getting your money's worth tonight. I'm sure my head is going to meet my pillow and I'm going to absolutely collapse when this is over. Holy cow. This is by far the longest Strat hockey game I've done since I've started putting this game on the channel. Whew. Actually, I probably had streams that have gone longer just because I was fighting with either the stream quality or something, or sometimes the rules. But in terms of gameplay, yeah, this is definitely the longest. In terms of like the number of periods, this is definitely by far the longest stream I've done of probably of hockey, period. I don't know if any of my APA games went to overtime, and certainly not 3 of them. Good grief. Odds are, Jester, you could probably set up and play like a game or 2 of Sentinels while I'm going through all these overtimes. I mean, hopefully you're still around here for all of this chaos. But this has been by far the most fun I've had with this game, if I'm a little bit tired from it. But again, what are you going to do with a game like this? All you can do is really just enjoy the ride, or in my case, drive it. Actually, I hope all of you guys, not just Jester, are enjoying the game tonight. You're waiting for the finish to see what happens, then you'll start the stream. Just enjoying the ride. Glad to hear that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully we'll finish this. Oop. Let me give that another quick shuffle since I saw 2 of those cards. Hopefully it's not going to be too obscenely late. I know it's already 10:30, where at least 2 of you are in the Eastern time zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, well, I don't know if the goalies are trying to put in their vote for being the hero or what's going on tonight, but we are all set for our 3rd overtime. 19 will start us off with a visiting left defenseman win. Wake me up when someone scores. Ha ha, higher ground. Anyway, the 19, as we mentioned, was over to the visiting left defenseman. So that's over to Orpik. Orpik will start us off with a passing L. He'll lose the puck over to Smith. Smith losing the puck in a possible breakaway. That's the right wing. Wilson is away. He's coming in on Fleury all alone. Can Wilson send this series back to Washington? 10 is going to lose that over to Miller. So not with a roll like that. Miller will lose the puck, outside shot for John Carlson, and he will take the outside shot. He's going to let that one go from the point. That's a 6. That'll be a save and over to William Carlson. With it for Vegas, we'll check the penalty rating. So we'll roll on the D20, and the refs will swallow the whistle. We'll flip another action card for William Carlson. Lose the puck, outside shot for Wilson. He will take that one. That's a 7. Save and back over to William Carlson. With it for Vegas, opponent defense 13. That'll be an outside shot for Carlson. Carlson will try to penetrate on a 1-13. Carlson with an inside shot. He found a seam. He's advancing in on Grubauer. That's a 9, and that'll be lost over to Orpik. Orpik picking that one up. Passing K, he'll lose the puck back to William Carlson. Carlson will lose the puck. Outside shot for Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov will try to penetrate. 15, he'll lose that back to Carlson. Carlson still with it. Outside shot for Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov this time will take it. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound chance. Kuznetsov with a rebound shot. Can he put this one by Fleury? That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. And here's the rebound shot. And save made by Fleury. He'll give that over to Smith. Smith will take that one, passing K. Inside shot for Carlson. Carlson trying to put this one by Grubauer and end the series. That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to John Carlson, and we'll have a forwards line change. Neither team with any give in them tonight. Philip Reynolds now joins us here at T-Mobile Arena. Yes, Philip, we are in our third overtime tonight. Even I'm in a little bit of shock. Anyway, we're coming back to John Carlson with the puck now for the Capitals. Lose the puck, outside shot for Schmidt. Schmidt will take that outside shot. That's a 3. That'll be a save and over to Orpik. Orpik passing J. He'll lose the puck over to Perron. Perron with it. Outside shot for Aiken. He will take the outside shot. That's an 8 on an outside shot. That'll be a save and a rebound. Defensive right wing of defense rating 3. It is. Oshie will take that one. Triple overtime as Phoenix can't end this game. I'm trying, Jester. Neither goalie wants to lose, and apparently neither team wants to score. Oshie with it. Outside shot for the right wing. Oshie will take the outside shot. That's a 4. He'll lose that over to Miller. Miller with it for Vegas. Outside shot for the left wing. That's over to Perron. He will let that one fly from the point. That's a 6. That'll be a save and over to Backstrom. We'll have a defensive line change. Get in there and help. I'm telling Jester to get in here and help. Jester already has been quite helpful, at least with me hopefully not making too bad of a mess of advanced. Backstrom with it now for the Capitals. Outside shot for the left wing. So that'll be over to Vrana. Vrana will take the outside shot. That's a 9. He'll lose that over to Perron. Perron with it now for Vegas. Opponent defense 14. That'll be an outside shot. Perron will take that one from the point. That's a 7. That'll be a save and over to Niskanen. Niskanen with the puck for the Capitals. Opponent defense rating. That would be a penalty, but we're going to roll the D20. That's a 14. We play on. Let's pull some players from another team. Something funny. Passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Vrana. Vrana's got it. He's got that one in the slot. He found a seam. Niskanen found him with the puck. Vrana lets this one go. That's an 11. That'll be a save and over to Neal. Neal with it for Vegas. Opponent defense 12. Vrana will take that one away, and we'll have a forwards line change. Longest OT game you've ever heard of is 6 overtimes. Bite your tongue, Philip. I'm enjoying this one, but I'm not sure I'm enjoying it 6 overtimes worth. But we will find out soon enough. The way these two teams are playing, we could be here for a while. Again, I hope not, because I do want to get some sleep tonight. Connolly with it now for the Capitals. Connolly passing L. He'll lose that over to Took. Took with it. Losing the puck. Outside shot for Connolly. Connolly will take the outside shot. That's a 7. That'll be a save and over to Tatar. Tatar with it. We'll roll for the penalty rating. Roll for the penalty. We're going to play on. Outside shot for anybody. Tatar will give that to Howla, and Howla will try to penetrate. Howla will get an inside shot out of that. Here's the roll for Howla on an inside shot. He finds a seam. 10 is going to be a save and over to Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Howla. Howla will try to penetrate. He won't get inside. Eller will take that one away. Eller with it. With an opponent defense 13. That'll be an outside shot. Eller will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are bad numbers. And that's a 4. Fleury will smother that one for a face-off. Sprawling out, and Fleury gets it under him. Time was, I think it was 6 to 7 hours, and it was a Game 7 Stanley Cup Final. Well, that would be a great time for it. We've got 4 cards left in this third overtime period. Our face-off is a 17 as we're to the right of Fleury. That'll go to the visiting left wing, so that's over to Connolly. Connolly with it. Outside shot for anybody. He will give that to... who's he going to give it to? He'll give that to... He'll actually take it himself. Intimidation is in the advanced game. That is correct. That's a 4. He'll lose that over to Theodore. Theodore with it for Vegas. And checking the penalty rating, Niskanen has an outside shot. That's an 8. That's a rebound. Offensive center, offense rating 3. It is for Eller. Eller's got a rebound chance. That's a 6. That's a save and over to Engeland. Engeland with it for Vegas. Lose the puck. Outside shot for the center. Eller will take the outside shot. 7 is going to be a save and over to Howla. Howla with our last card for Vegas. Passing J. Inside shot for Tatar. Tatar with an inside shot. That's a 10. That's a goalie plus rating, except there's the horn, and we have ended yet another overtime as we're getting ready for our 4th overtime tonight. You need to intimidate Phoenix. Well, we need to do something to end this game. Good grief. Because we're getting ready for... We all deserve tickets to a real game. You're not wrong on that, Philip. I do appreciate you guys hanging around for this beast of an overtime game, because we're now getting ready for our 4th overtime tonight. Washington obviously does not want this replay to end. Problem is, neither does Vegas. Maybe I should put Holtby in for the Capitals. That's how they got into this mess in the first place. Maybe if Holtby's in here, he'll just let it through like Swiss cheese and we'll all be done. Once again, if Vegas scores the next goal, this series replays over. Washington scores. Game 6 will be tomorrow night. When you saw 6, you thought I couldn't count. It does get a little bit confusing with the scoreboard and the way it works, but normally I got this scoreboard with baseball in mind, admittedly, but it actually works pretty well for a lot of the other sports that I put on the channel. Like, it worked great for football when I did my 1972 Momentum football replay earlier this year. And it's actually working pretty nicely for hockey, even if that board looks even if it looks a little bit confusing. But yes, Philip, I can count. Here, I'll demonstrate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll shut up now. Pretty sure I've gotten the point across. Oh my goodness. Only the middle looks confusing. Yeah, it does kind of look confusing. Maybe... I don't know what I want to do about that. Maybe I want to put up something... I should probably put something up that says overtime. But I don't know. I'll have to think of something I want to do for that. The hope is that I don't need to go this many overtimes in the near future, or anytime soon, for that matter. But if I get serious about a season replay, I'll figure out something to do about an overtime marker of some kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defensemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are into our 4th overtime period. Will someone please end this game? I mean, I'm enjoying it, but it's just so long. 17. At this rate, I could order new cards and still be playing. Bite your tongue on that too, Philip. I do have a strat order ready, though. I'm working on one. Visitor left wing. So that'll be over to Ovechkin on the win. If anybody can end it, he can. He'll lose the puck, though, in a possible breakaway. Right defenseman, if the penetration rating is 4, it is not. Orpik will have that puck. Orpik will lose the puck. Outside shot for the right defenseman. Miller with an outside shot. You think there are better odds of winning at the real Vegas than either of these two teams scoring? Jester's been shuffling cards for the last hour and a half. Someone win this soon. Believe me, Jester, I want somebody to win just as bad as you guys do. Outside shot for Miller. That's a 6. He'll lose that over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, passing K, will be an inside shot for Ovechkin. Oh boy, here we go. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. You guys are probably cheering for 5s and 6s right now. And here's the shot. 4. Fleury's going to smother that one for a face-off. Arena cheers. Sleepily cheers. Yay! I know that's the best sleep cheer I've got, okay? We play on. 18 is going to be visitor right wing on the face-off win. That's over to Wilson. Wilson with it. Outside shot for the right wing. He will not try to penetrate. When does the 2025 set come out? Don't go there, Philip. Let's see. A 4. That's going to be lost over to Schmidt. Schmidt with it for Vegas. Outside shot for Carlson. Carlson will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot. Carlson coming in. He's got a shot in the slot. Grubauer waiting. Here's the shot. That's an 8. That's a rebound. Defensive left defenseman. Orpik will pick that one up. Orpik with the puck. Passing J. He'll lose the puck over to Marchessault. Marchessault passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Smith. Smith gets that one in the seam. He can't roll a 5 or 6 for 2 hours. What the heck? That's crazy. Take him to Vegas. We can win some real money. And I should replace the dice. Don't go there, guys. Inside shot. Smith will lose that to any defensive player. He'll lose that to Ovechkin. Ovechkin with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Smith. Smith will try to penetrate. He will get an inside shot. Smith looking at the seam. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound. Offensive left wing. If offense rating is 2, Marchessault is a 4. He's got a chance for a rebound. Marchessault's in alone. That's a 4. That's a goalie rating on Grubauer. 5 or 6 are bad numbers. That's a 3. Save made by Grubauer, and that'll go over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov will lose the puck. Outside shot for the opponent. Carlson will try to penetrate. He will not. Kuznetsov will take that back. Kuznetsov, opponent defense 13. Carlson will take that one away, and we'll have a forwards line change. Jeez. That'll be Aiken with the puck once we get the Capitals reinforced. All right. Now that we've got that set, we are all set for Aiken with the puck. Tell Strat I need new facts. Yeah, probably. Opponent defense 13. Backstrom will take that one away. Backstrom with it for the Capitals. Defense 12. Aiken will take that one away. Those two are going to start playing hot potato with the puck. Aiken lose the puck. Outside shot for the opponent. Backstrom will try to penetrate. He will not. Aiken will take that puck away. Make my own facts. I know there's some on strathockey.com, but let's keep this rolling. Opponent defense 12. Will you two stop playing hot potato with the puck? One of you shoot. Lose the puck. Outside shot for the center. Aiken will let that one fly from the point. Aiken with an 8. That's a rebound. Offensive center. For offense rating 3. It is not. Backstrom takes the puck away. And we have a defensive line change. Ay, ay, ay. Backstrom with it now for the Capitals. Outside shot for the left wing. That's Vrana. He will take that outside shot. That's a 6. Saving over the defensive right defenseman. See, I can roll 6s. Passing Jay for Engeland. That'll be an inside shot for the left wing. That's over to Perron on an inside shot. That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to Niskanen. Niskanen with the puck. Your back cards should just say score. Yeah, they should. Inside shot for any player. That will go over to Vrana on an inside shot. Vrana with boxcars. That'll be a save and over to Theodore. Theodore with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Niskanen. Niskanen will take the outside shot. That's an 11. Save and over to any player. That'll go over to Aiken. Aiken with it. Opposing player. Backstrom will take that away. He'll have an outside shot only. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. Backstrom puts that one by. Can Fleury get this one? That's a 6. Score! Finally! And Nicholas Backstrom puts that over the glove side on Fleury. And the Capitals will win this game by a final score of 2-1, giving Vegas a 3-2 series lead. Holy guacamole. 2-1 in 4 overtimes. Which means Washington, Vegas, and the Cup are crossing the country. Oh, jeez. Good grief. Let's get an assist out of that one. Let's get assists out of that one. Any player 9, no. Center scored. Left wing, that'll be Vrana, no. Right defenseman, Niskanen, yes. And so Backstrom from Niskanen and Oshie. Oh, jeez. let's see. So who's that one from? Niskanen and TJ Oshie. Talk about all the drama tonight. Vegas scores in the waning seconds of the third period to send us to overtime, and then we need 4 of the blasted things for Washington to finally score and say, hey guys, we're not done yet here. We're not done yet. We got one more game at home before you guys can skate the cup. So that will finally do it for this playthrough of Strat-O-Matic hockey. Thank you guys very, very much for sticking around through 4 overtimes of this game. By far the longest game that I've done of Strat hockey. We've got a busy day doing an RJL tonight. I didn't really have a chance to stop in for RJL. He must have had a lot of extra innings tonight as well. But anyway, we've got a very busy day coming up on the channel. Tomorrow morning, we'll be starting off with the second leg of Christmas in Arkham as we play Arkham Horror 2nd Edition. I've got a stream of Marvel Champions scheduled for tomorrow afternoon, and then Game 6 of this series will be tomorrow night. If I have to choose between Marvel Champions and this, I'm going to err toward this, because I want to keep this replay going, and I actually want to try to finish this up. So I'm leaning toward having Game 6 of this series being my tomorrow afternoon stream. I don't know exactly when that's going to go live, but I will try to go live with that tomorrow. And in case I don't do Marvel Champions tonight or tomorrow, my Monday morning video is going to take us back to the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up after all that, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Washington Capitals managed to get take a 4 overtime thriller from the Vegas Golden Knights 2-1. Game 6 tomorrow night. Once again, take care.